Good morning. It's the 11 o'clock, so it's morning, kind of. Been doing the readings for some time now today. So we are going to get, sorry. If you caught the first two videos for today's general message, it got extremely lengthy. This one is not going to be that lengthy, I guarantee. However, this is going to be a message for the what's going on with the karmic, like an update for those that are still with the karmic. So really it's like the ones that if the masculines are still with a karmic or dealing with karmic energies, or mass feminines, it could be either gender, mind you. So I'm just going to say the karmic's collective. So it's the collective, anybody in the collective or their counterpart that's dealing with a karmic person. How's that? These energies can get confusing when you're trying to portray the correct verbiage. Alright, so overall energy. Yes, Spirit, please. Overall energy. What's going on with the karmics? This is an update. We're spilling some tea for the collective, please, of what's going on with the karmics in their counterparts' life. The person in their lives that are attached to a karmic energy, please. What's their overall energy? Okay, take it. I wasn't gonna. Okay, so the karmic is coming up as the vulture. I have these cards, and the Spirit is saying these are the counterpart, your counterpart, the masculine or feminine, the divine person here. This is the karmic. So I'm just going to refer to this pile as your person. Unless it's you, then however it resonates. The vulture, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, number 10, near completion with this energy. Yeah, they feel like it's things have died in this connection. They feel like things are being whittled away at it's dead, and things are just being torn apart like the meat from the bones. Kind of vivid, I know. Sorry. Air energy here. Very much, the karmic is very much in their mind, trying to plot or scheme a way to hold on to their, I'm picturing almost, what was that show? Harry Potter? Or was it the one where it's Smeagol, right? Wasn't it Smeagol, the special little ball of energy that he was holding on to? And he called it precious. Remember? His precious. That's right. So that's the energy I'm getting with this vulture. Sorry. Descriptive, I know. But I feel like this vulture is that. With the way it's gripping this branch here is like your person here is they are not willing to let them go. They've got their vulture claws gripped into them like it's their precious, and they're holding on to it at all costs, if they have to rip them from the bones type energy. Sorry, my spirit guides seem to have quite descriptions today. They're very talkative. So your person, we're going to put it that way, if this happens to be you that's tied to a karmic, then so be it. Otherwise, I'm saying that this pile is your person, okay? So you're coming into truth. The hawk is all about a divine bird here. It's a very majestic, a bird of prey, right? But here he's flying out of the darkness. He's seen the light with passion, and with that passion, he's flying to the light. And who's that light but you? You are the light. You are the one that guides him. You are the star that shines so bright that it guides him to you. And it's coming to you with truth in themselves. Truth, sorry, I know I keep talking with my hands. I got to put something in my fingers so I don't talk with my hands. They are moving forward in truth to themselves, at least. They're trying to be truthful to themselves, about the situation. And they see this as a new beginning. Maybe they are number 9 here. Again, it's a near completion. The 10 is a completion, but this is all about being a novice, not afraid to be new at this journey, just newly awakening for some of them. Feeling still stuck in the ground, This is an air energy, but coming from is an earthworm to the hawk. So earthworm is all about being a newbie, being that novice at this energy when the Kundalini first awoken and started seeing and getting that intuition in the aha moments, right? But the hawk has been through it. They've gone through the dark night of the soul. They have seen visions. Spirit has given them dreams to work with of how to move and how to guide them towards the light. You are their light. All right? I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to get past energies, please, Spirit. Past energies for the karmic and the divine person. Their person. The karmic first, please, the karmic. What's the recent past of the karmic? And the divine counterpart, please. This person here, what is the overall recent past of them? Recent past. Okay, thank you. Number 5, a 6, and an 8 for the karmic. Speaking the truth, having something to say. They too, because you're doing the work and your enlightening is your divine counterpart, your person here is coming out as from the earthworm, seeing the light in the hawk. As they shine their lights, they are also stimulating and trying to make some awakening, not intentionally, but that still awakens their counterpart, because when you heal them, they're coming up with unconditional love, right? They're learning to love themselves. And as they learn to love themselves, that glow also is having an effect on the karmic to some extent. And the karmic here, number 5, is changing the way they speak and learning to speak up, speak their truth regarding the shadow side of this connection, their connection. Said something specifically regarding this connection with the karmic and their person, your person, really. Number 6, intertwined connection here. They didn't meet up. It wasn't a yin and yang. There was no balance. There was no... You see how they just miss each other. It's not a nice, like the yin and the yang, like you were the yin and the yang to your divine counterpart. You were the polar opposite, right? The north, the south, etc. Because it's a nice fit, right? But with them, it's a misfit. See how this comes down like this, but this energy doesn't meet up here where it should. It doesn't embrace in it. It's a misfit energy of this connection. So they see this person as glowing, as shining, as bright as they can, but they are still surrounded with darkness. They are trying to be themselves. They're trying to emulate you to this person. They're trying to be themselves. They're trying to come from a heart space and pretend that they are all knowing, that they are trying to portray they're the light. They're trying to fool, really, this person, your person, into something they are not. Because you see, they have deer antlers here. So the himself is all about being true to himself. But here I'm really being drawn to the dark eyes and the horns, which reminds me of the energy of them pretending to be you, energetically speaking. Your person, on the other hand, feels like the fairy godmother has given them this gift of seeing the globe, the crystal ball, or being entwined, of having to make a choice. This fairy godmother here, number 7, is a divine. They're trying to use their higher self, the third eye, their intellect, their intuition that's here in their solar plexus. But they're trying to use the wisdom with the owl up here regarding toxicity, the toxic soulmate, the toxic karmic, right? Who is forbidden fruit because it's toxicity. Forbidden fruit, it's an apple, but it's toxicity to their soul because it's not meant for them. If it was meant for them, it would have been a fit. But here, the other choice is you, the one that sees all, that you glow, you shine your light brightly with truth, with wisdom. Or so they're trying to make a decision here in the recent past. Which one do I want? Trying to switch hands. And they know that only one can be the one that, again, with that Schmiegel feel here, they're the chosen one, the one they picked, number 5. This is about the change of perception, the change of from that higher perception that they've seen things. Now they've chosen to focus on you and to hold you closer to their heart, and then make a plan because they see you now as their best friend with a friend's card here. Number 10, near completion of the old way, and this is their soul being freed with you, the friends here, knowing that the moon, regardless that you accept them unconditionally, with unconditional love, you accept them as best friends, the pair, right? Transformed with the butterfly wings in the past. Cards on, spill the tea, please, Spirit, on the Karmics. What's going on with the Karmic, Spirit? What's going on with the Karmic? Spill some tea, please. Spill some tea. What's going on with the Karmics for the collective? Where are they at with their Karmics? Thankfully. Where are they at? My heart goes out to you when you're dealing with this energy. Ooh. It's not a fun energy. Just keep knowing that this is all divinely guided, that it's meant, this karmic in their life is a lesson to you to help trigger you to go within yourself, Spirit says, to heal things in yourself, in your inner child, so that you can be strong and love yourself, and not, especially for those that have a jealousy tendency, envious tendency, to know that you need, sorry I keep shuffling because it's bringing the messages up, but Spirit's saying that it's, for some of you, especially new to the journey, then perhaps you have still holding to jealousy or envious energy. And that's karmic in this situation is bringing that up so that you are forced to look at it, so you're forced to heal it. One more, please. The Divine Masculine, please, Spirit. Give us a true and precise message for the Divine Masculine. Oh, sorry. Divine Counterpart to the Collective. The Divine Counterpart to the Collective. The one that's dealing with the person in the relationship or connection that is dealing with the karmic. Divine relationship or connection that is dealing with the karmic. How's that? Remember, divine feminine, divine masculine energies are in all of us. So some of us are the divine masculine, and our person might be a divine feminine even if they're a man. It just takes more to wrap your head around the energy idea. If you're new to the field, if you're new to the journey, it's more about quantum physics, that everything is connected, everything is energy. Okay, Spirit, give us true precise messages, please, for the near future. This connection, of this divine partner. The near future of the divine partner. The near future of the divine partner. Precise messages of the near future for this divine partner. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the karmic is coming up as a king of wands, king of bones, really. They have people watching this counterpart, your person. For the sake of the confusion of masculine and feminine, I'm just going to say your person. That's this. This is the karmic. So the karmic, if you're the one dealing with a karmic, then this is you. But moving forward. The king of bones here has people in the environment that are keeping an eye on your person to see if they're moving forward in truth or being something else. They're watching them. They feel like they are they're being a player. The karmic is not trusting the counterpart. They know that someone else is in their energy field. They know that someone else is the one that is satisfying them energetically. The one that they hold passion for is, they know that it's not them. The karmic knows that it's not them that the counterpart holds passion for. They want to have the celebration, but here instead they feel like it's just a three-party situation, stirred up. Perhaps they're stirring storm clouds here. Again, with the large bird being an eagle, though the eagle represents the feminine energy. The moon here, oh, it's the sun though, Spirit. I feel like it's a moon being shadow side, even though it's supposed to be the sun card. I'm getting the energy of the moon here and the sun down here with the yellow. Three-party situation coming out with these storm clouds, and that she is the moonlight is illuminating the other feminine energy within this person's field, whether it's a man or a woman, either way. It's being illuminated that there's a three-party situation here. The Wheel of Fortune wants to turn here. The karmic is not sure why things are frozen. They're asking, they feel like things are bare, like they're dried up. Okay, so for some, they have been very dried up relationship-wise. Things have been dead in this connection for a long time, trying to keep it clean because the message that came through was not very YouTube friendly. So they feel that things have been dried up or dead in this connection between the karmic and this other person for some time. In other words, no physical passion being shared. How's that? Thank you, Spirit. Things are dried up, dead. They're not sure why. They keep trying to entice them, come to them as if they're you, like enticing them physically, seducing them, thank you. And it's not working. But again, coming now across is the prince or princess of the bones, wands. Wands, this also represents phallic energy. I was going to say snake. A lot of, the karmic is actually entertaining other masculines on the side as well. So in this sense, it's like the player got played. So while your person may have, and this could be male or female, it doesn't matter, right? But your person, if they're, energetically connected to you, then it's considered in the cards, it's going to read your energy as a third party situation. If they're involved with a person such as a side piece, a wife, a roommate, whatever you want to call this karmic in their life, it's showing up as a third party situation, okay? But needless to say, that person, the karmic, is also entertaining others on the side pieces, being quite sleazy like a snake, wearing a mask, multiple masks. Here you see here this guy has a mask and underneath it's another mask. They don't even know themselves, much less show the true self to their partner. Here we have another vulture card. Two vultures here, taking the masks off, leaving them vulnerable and naked. Justice card here is coming in to remove the masks of both parties, the karmic and this person, so that the truth can come to light regarding this, the extracurricular activity, side pieces, however you want to place it. But justice is here to bring truth to this matter, remove their masks to one another between the karmic and this person. Your person they're doing their job. They've seen the light. They're no longer a novice. They're moving forward towards the light, towards you. They see how twisted things were in this connection, that they had to uproot their old belief systems. They now are surrendering their toxicity to spirit. They're coming in a meditative state or in a prayer state or crying out to Great Spirit, however you want to word it, but they're seeing that they need this judgment card is here, and they've been given the nightmares, like the Ebenezer Scrooge, right? Where they've been shown the error of their ways, per se, things that they've done in the past that should have been done a little differently, maybe. And if they continue on that path, it's going to end up here. If they correct their way, it'll end up here. And of course, they corrected their way because they're showing up as a hawk, bird of truth, moving from dark to light. And here, the first card up is a number 2 regarding partnership and surrendering to spirit. They want to come forward. They're filling their own cup of self-love right now. They're very much in their emotions regarding this connection. They're trying to get control of their own emotions, much less this connection. So right now, as much as they want to move forward, they feel like emotions is the Knight of Cups. It's been quite an emotional turmoil for them, so they are embarrassed to come to you because they would be crying for how much they feel that they've hurt you. Now that they've seen the error, the things that they've done or said, maybe the gaslighting or the blocking you, the times when they should have been more open with you even, or maybe more open regarding this other person in their life. But they have their face covered here because they're ashamed, and they do want you to know that they're sorry, and they hope for brighter days. They want you to give them a chance so that they can have growth in this opportunity with you, this choice, this movement forward with you. They're filling their own cup of self-love, trying to get a hold of their emotions, and be able to move forward. And regarding to this choices, they see that you are the only choice for them. It was clearly marked. They don't know how they missed it, someone's saying. They don't know how they missed the boat. They don't know how they couldn't see what was right in front of them all along. But until perhaps now recently you've pulled your energy back for some of you, because I get the energy that now they feel like, you don't see what you've had until you've lost it type energy. It's that kind of feeling with them, that they feel that they know that you've pulled your energy back to heal yourself, to love yourself, but now they feel like they've lost you. Now they feel like they've been shown that there were 10 of Cups, this is 7 of Cups, but it almost feels like they feel like they've lost their wish fulfillment, that of which they had all along before them and didn't realize it. Even though it was right there all along, they took you for granted and they're sorry. They were sorry that they were so slow to see how calming you were to them, how nurturing you were, how you were the cool, soothing, for some reason I get spa moment, like almost like the aha moment when they were with you, when they talked to you. You just soothed their soul. You were like that feeling of home to them. You warmed their heart. Even if it was just text messages or talking with you, even when they were triggered by things that made them go in and heal themselves. Same with yourself, I'm sure. But it made them open up. It made them, when they wanted to cringe at these triggers, it forced them to open up and release these old traumas, which is beautiful. Great job. to you that have helped them in that, because you're showing them that you are their 10 of Cups, that you're both filling your own cups of self-love right now, and maybe there are friends and loved ones between you, others with like-minded, perhaps in the collective, in the tribe, others that bring peace to them as well. They're searching out, some of them are searching other guidance regarding what this means, but they just feel you are their wish fulfillment. You are their 10 of Cups. And they're watching you. You make them feel young again, like a child, playful. You bring good memories to them, and they're holding on to those good memories right now. Even if you've pulled your energy away, hopefully it was for a positive reason and not out of anger, for your own growth and sake. But they have very good memories of you, and that's what they're reminiscing about right now. They're reminiscing about the good times or memories, the way you make them laugh. Number 2, also partnerships. High Priestess here is you. They are balanced themselves as a High Priestess. They are coming into balance. They see you as the High Priestess right now. Thank you, Spirit. They're aiming towards this. This is, you are their 10 of Cups, and they're aiming towards this because they want to be balanced with you. They want to, not in a competitive way, they envy you in a sense, maybe. They look up to you for sure. They see you as a High Priestess. They see you as doing the inner child work. They feel like they've known you since childhood, because they have known you. For many of you, you've been together in other lifetimes. And maybe they don't understand this connection quite yet, but they will, because Spirit's going to show them the writing on the wall. I hear the obvious truth to the matter. When they see things from the higher perspective, from their third eye, from their crown chakra, they're going to see the writing on the wall that you have been together many lives, and that you are meant to come together for a purpose, for a soul purpose, a mission. They see you and they understand with the knowledge that you are their High Priestess. They see now who you are. And that's probably why they're ashamed of how they treated, decisions they made, the gossips, the deceit, perhaps. For some of you, maybe they mocked you, the way you walked, the way you talked, the things you would say, the things you would text, they would show their friends. And know that if this triggers you, then Spirit's saying to caution you, if these things are triggering you, if you weren't already shown this as a High Priestess, surely you've been shown the things that they've done, the truth behind the deceit, the truth behind the lies, right? But in the event that you weren't, or you denied them to yourself before, you perhaps were afraid to see the truth that Spirit was showing you in intuition. Maybe you only thought perhaps it was possible, but didn't want to admit it, that it would be true. And Spirit's saying, yes, it was true, but these things are triggers for you to go within yourself, to do more healing, and to still have mercy on their soul, to still have unconditional love for them, and to still allow this to only empower you in your positivity and how you shine your light. We're good. It just stopped there with that. So, yeah. 2 Pentacles. We have a lot of 2s on the thing. Partnership. 2's about partnership. Also about the right time, the right place. This is, they know that you were a gift from Spirit. Many times we get this card and we see it as someone juggling or someone balancing, right? But here we're receiving it, how has the yin and yang symbol on his head, on his hat. The cone of knowledge. This reminds me of like a wizard almost, right? The magician within himself. He understands the yin and yang, that you do bring so much to you bring the light to his darkness and vice versa. But he sees you as a gift from Spirit, that he remembers now, that perhaps he remembers physically, but his soul knows that they prayed and called out for you to manifest you, because they wanted someone that would help understand them at a soul level. They wanted to manifest you at this time, that you would come forth and help them to understand what their purpose is. They manifested you to to bring that emotional balance within themselves, because they knew that they were like a ship without water, fish out of water, thank you. But they are very loyal to this connection. They are willing to do the work. They're willing to bring balance in their life so that they can be loyal to you. It's just going to take time. It's for some of them, they need to figure this out. And they're seeking guidance from Spirit to do just that. The giveaway in the near future is number 5 is all about the change. They are giving away things that no longer serve them. They're willing to push away things that no longer serve them. And that they understand that Spirit is asking of them that they need to also surrender to Spirit and give away to Spirit the things that their shadow side. Whether it's this connection, their lies, their deceit, their mind games they played in this connection even. Spirit is blessing them with a gift. Lightning here comes striking in. Here in this shadow, I can show you this card, but you might not be able to see what I see in the card. But I see this person standing here, and this world or earth is spinning here with this light. But it represents lightning. So number 3, body, mind, and soul with the crown chakra here as well. The lightning is coming in as a gift, striking down to that lightning bolt moment as a gift to make change. So much change so rapidly that it is a gift to them. Even if it's a breaking this connection of this person, or whether it's a lightning bolt moment to them as to who you are regarding this connection. But either way, it's they're being gifted this lightning bolt moment. And gathering here, number 3 also is body, mind, and soul, is understanding, gathering that it's time to harvest and give away the dead that no longer serve them, the old crops, the things that are dead and rotten that just need to be plowed over or pushed aside, tossed away, out of the way, so that they can plant seeds in a new place that will bring a new crop to fruition. Spirit, give us precise messages for the collective, please, regarding what's going on with the karmic and their person, please. Bring us true, precise messages. What's going on with the karmic and their person, and how their person feels about them as well. I know that's going to be another reading. Spirit said we're going to do another reading on that. All right. I'm trying to keep these short. I'm going to take this one. Yes. Correct. Okay. Bring clarification to the sun card. Is this because they know that this person, the karmic knows this person is the sun? Okay, so Spirit's saying, again with the King of Bones here, King of Wands, they know that this person, someone else is lighting their fire per se, lighting the passion behind them, the one they think about, the one they dream about, they get, aroused for. Keeping it clean for YouTube because Spirit. All right, so 7 of Cups. They know that the karmic knows that they are playing options or having options aside from themselves. The karmic knows that their person, or your person, I should say, right? Because you've been together. The way I see it with my person is your person, just as mine. We were with them with many lifetimes. We were put on earth for a sole purpose, and then when that one, then we reincarnated together in the next lifetime to come together again to complete a mission, and again in this lifetime to come together as a sole purpose. So because we've been together lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, then I don't consider this their person. I consider this your person. This person is, you know, like my person. The karmic, they were just a lesson in the way. Yeah, Spirit says that's a good analogy. Because this person, the karmic, is really just someone that was supposed to come into their life to teach them a lesson, to make them to go within and heal something, or to face truths about situations before, so that they were getting ready to go through, to make them strong enough. Thank you, Spirit. To make them strong enough battling that karmic relationship, so that they were ready to be strong for this strong, high vibrational partnership with their divine counterpart, because it's so intense energy, because of the divine energy, right? The high vibrational energy. It's going to take a lot. They need to be able to survive and go through that dark night of the soul when they come into connection with their divine counterpart. So in order to be at that strength of personality, of their inner soul level even, they have to withstand some of these other lessons first. So Spirit sends a karmic in, regardless to how long they were there in their life. They had to learn lessons from them. It made them stronger, whether they wanted to believe it or not. I know my marriage was 20 years long, and let me tell you, I learned a lot, and it was a struggle all 20 years. It was a long time ago. Just say it. Those karmic lessons can make you strong. Spirit saying the karmic knows that they are only an option, and so that they also are entertaining other options, and perhaps for some of you, not just yourself, because you here is the twin, the flame up here. They are also putting a lot of time in at work, also spending time maybe meditating or looking into the spiritual connection, also with their ground or their earthly things, their earthly possessions, time at home, whatever makes them happy, right? But also some of them are entertaining other people as well. You're not the only one. To this karmic, they don't think you're the only side piece, right? But they do know, the karmic knows, that you are the one that brings the sunshine to their heart, the one that lights them up, the one that stimulates them. You're the one that makes them smile. You're the one that they think of when they go to sleep at night, the one they think of when they awaken. They know that the karmic knows that you are their person, that you are the one that makes them happy. You are their sun card. You are their wish fulfillment. And that karmic knows it. That's why they're trying to hold on to that, like the Smeagol with their precious, holding on to it, but from a very dark energy, right? From very dark, greedy, like doing spell work, doing black magic, sacrificing birds for some of them. They are doing, just being very hateful to these divine counterparts, because they want to keep them so low, and they want to suppress their confidence, because they don't want them to gain, they don't want to come into union with you, this karmic. They don't want you to have them, their person, what they consider their person. The Wheel of Fortune here is clarified with the Seven of Pentacles. They feel like you are their wish, you are this person's wish fulfillment, that they look up to you, that maybe they're holding back from them. They feel like they're being stingy and holding back from themselves, that you are the one that makes them grow, that you're the one that they're really working all this extra hours for, building their pentacles. They have that inclination. They're using their intuition too. Especially if they're feminine. Feminines already are very much into intuition. Females, have that motherly intuition, right? And they are, though, because they know that they are entertaining another person on the side besides your person. They have a third party also, being in snake, sleazy energy, right? And they know that you are the one that turns on this person, whether it's male or female. But this whole thing just wraps them up in a mind game. Like, to them, that's an Eight of Swords moment when they just can't seem to get their head around it. It makes them mind, they overthink it, they're overanalyzing, they just need to move on, but they don't seem to understand that. They don't get that part of it. They are self-imposed imprisonment. They're like, some of them are financially dependent on your person. Some of them have children with your persons. Some of them have been with them many years. Even if your person isn't telling you the truth on how many years they've been with this person, some of them may have been with them much longer than what they're confessing to you. But your person goes within and hibernates, and this karmic knows that they're having to now come to truth, because these vultures here are removing the masks, having to face their lies, having to face the truth behind their lies, because Spirit has gone in and sent the justice in to reveal some of their lies, the deceit, the games they're playing with this person. And so now they're hibernating. They're trying to hide their truth. They're trying to hide from the reality of not wanting to lose them and why. They're trying to make up stories of that they want to travel this path with them. They want to be the person that they look up to. But your person, the divine counterpart here that surrendered to Spirit, is in the Hangman moment. They willfully are going in to look at this from a higher perspective. The perspective of the hawk, right? Looking with precise, Spirit says, precise, razor-like focus for you, for their light, what's guiding them, and what you mean to them, and what this connection is. And they're seeing it now from a higher perspective. Today, Spirit's saying it's happening. This movement, this urgent, this changing of times, changing of the winds is occurring, and they're breaking free of any chains to this karmic, seeing things from a higher perspective. So now they just have to, in their mind, figure out how they're going to break free of it completely. Cut that last chain. Here you have this chain coming here. It's broken from this other piece of chain. Here these two go off into nowhere. They're only chained right now by one ankle. And so they're willfully looking at this from a higher perspective as to how to break free once and for all. And so they can come to you with their cup of love, as embarrassed as they are that they didn't see sooner that you were the one that they were telepathically communicating, that they didn't understand before, perhaps completely, that you were filling your own cup of self-love, and that you were nurturing them and teaching them to fill their own cup of self-love, that you were nurturing one another. This Two of Cups is all about reciprocity, seeing things eye to eye, that you're mirroring one another energetically, because you're one soul. Three of Wands here was again about options. Seven of Cups, that they were embarrassed. Remember we said here with this other Knight of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Cups here was embarrassed because his mask was down, because he didn't realize that he was treating you like an option, and you were right in front of him all along, and he didn't realize it until you were gone. And here, clarifying that, is again with the Three of Wands. He had two other people aside you, but he chose, in the end, he's chosen you, but perhaps it's too late. Too long? He waited too long, and maybe it's too late. Spirit says that now he's having to face his remorse and realize that he's waited too long, because perhaps it is too late. His divine guidance is showing him with synchronicity that he is finally seeing, so he's now grasping at that last moment, that last straw for a new beginning with you, this new to have that wish fulfillment with this Ace of Wands, because he's grasped the wand that belongs with you. But that ship is moving on. You've sailed, you've moved on, because you've pulled your energy back, right? To heal yourself, to go within, to love yourself enough because you know your worth. You've stepped into your High Priestess moment and understanding your worth, and realizing that no, you need to pull back, and he needs to correct those the toxicity, because you cannot invite, as a High Priestess, the toxicity of a three-party situation into your life. You can't, and besides that, who wants to That's just nasty. We won't go there. But this does represent the phallic as well. It's a lot of sexual, a lot of passion here, a lot of sexual energy coming through with this. So really they're thinking a lot about having passionate sex with you. Just going to say it, right? Just putting it out there because that's really on their mind. All this redness all around. They're holding again with this wand. It's all about action, but here they know that they're mirroring you. They know that this connection is what it is. They are completely aroused at the visions of you in their mind, the thought of you, the phone. They've screenshotted or downloaded pictures from your Facebook or Instagram, whatever page they have of you, or perhaps some of you they took pictures or you gave them pictures. But nonetheless, it's they are, yeah, we're just going to leave it at the fact that they're very aroused with you. They find you very stimulating, very beautiful, but not to mention that you make them just feel at home. They love you completely. They are, yeah, they just can't stop thinking about you and the fact that they may have lost you. For some of them, they feel like they have lost the chance with you. They're ready to come in as a Knight of Wands. They're ready to come forward. Again, the mask is down, but not because because they're not in truth with themselves. They've seen the light. They are becoming to be more in truth with themselves and admit their ways. But this is because they're so embarrassed because they see you're a high priestess and they're but a knight. So they are beginning to feel not worthy of your love. They realize that your light not only is what guided them, what healed them, how bright you shine, but that you are a high priestess and you have the book of knowledge there, that you are see the lies, the games you've been shown, the truth behind all the lies, the games, the mockery. You just get a lot of gossip as well. They participated in gossip, participated in mocking how you walked, how you talked, things you wrote in a text message they shared with people they worked with. They laughed. And they're embarrassed, but they know that you're still the one that they need to hold to, because you are the one that they need to be with. So their mask is down, but they still know that you're the gift from Spirit. Out of all the options they could have, you're the one, and they know that. That's why they're here, because they are looking up here knowing that you are the one. You are with the loyal dog there with the little lunch pail. You're the one that nurtures them, and they know that you are loyal to this connection, and that you heal them. Not only that, you're teaching them to heal themselves. Here with the Three of Swords, they're pulling those swords out of their heart space, having passion, no longer feeling defensive about it, just laying there vulnerable, invulnerable, trusting that Spirit will guide them, the Spirit will heal them, and knowing that the heartache for you will mend in the near future. Again, they're seeing things from a higher perspective. The Hangman, excuse the tear on the card. They were walking away from the Eight of Cups they might have had with this person. Maybe they had a good financial run. Maybe they owned property, had children and grandchildren, who knows. But animals, pets, dogs, cats. Maybe they've traveled the world with this person, but it was nothing compared to what's out there with you. And they know that because Spirit has shown them that you are the only cup of love that matters. And so they're walking away in the near future of this Eight of Cups in search of that Two of Cups to mend things, to make things right, to heal themselves enough to come to in alignment with you, to come to you correctly, I hear. To come to you correctly, and which means they have to align to your level of energy, which means if as a high priestess they need to come as a high priest, they need to come to you as the Hierophant, right? What do they need to work on? Your person loves you very much. I'm getting a lot of messages from the spirit guides and spirits of your person. And someone saying, I'm so sorry that I'm on my way. I'm trying. Please forgive me. They thought they were listening. Authority. Number 4, that they know that they're protected by the divine spirit, and they know that they have spirit guides around them that they weren't listening to, and they understand that they feel that there's more of an urgency or an emergent time frame now to come to you correctly. They're trying to heal as fast as they can. There are things they don't want to see. They keep saying, you don't understand. They don't know if they can heal this. They don't know if they can. Some of them are saying they don't know if they can do this in time. Others are saying they're sorry they ever hurt you. They're sorry for what they've done, for not seeing who you are, to not seeing your worth. The destiny, they know that you are their destiny. Number 10 card, completion of the old way and moving forward. They see their life with you in visions and dreams, and they hold to that. And they dream about you daily. They dream about you through the night, and it gets them through the day and through the night. You are what gets them through their night. For some of them, yes, they are still self-medicating and not seducing, self-sedating? Self-sedating. Clarify. Clarify, please. Crown chakra. Work on your crown chakra. You need to work on your crown chakra for downloads, which was why the white candle today, if you saw the first message. Healing begins from the heart. You have to love yourself. Also be grounded to receive healing from Mother Earth and to send your high vibrations to Mother Earth. What is this? Not self-sabotage, self-sedating, self-soothing. Shit, that's going to drive me nuts. I can't hear them. Third eye chakra, number 6. They are seeing things with their third eye, and it's a little scary to them. So some of them are drinking. It's gonna drive me crazy. They're trying to. I just keep getting the word sedate. I know that's more probably medically. They're trying to numbing. They're trying to numb themselves because of what they see, of how they hurt you. For lack of better words, I'm getting numbing because it's kind of like a sedate. Don't know why I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, or say the words I'm thinking of, but just because I'm in a channeling. Moving on. Your ancestors around you want you to know that your grandmother is with you, giving you the wisdom, showing you the path. Number 4, your grandmother, is guiding you with your intuition regarding this connection, but know that, thank you, Spirit, their grandmother, your person's grandmother, is with them. Ancestors are with them, guiding them, self-reflection, showing them those past, how they've been through their dreams, through their nightmares, I heard, inner rhythms, showing them the inner pains, things that hurt them, trying to help them understand the energy within themselves when they think of an image or see a dream, of how that energy feels to them, so that they can understand the rhythms of change, have the intuition, and use it correctly. And big winds, moon, leadership, this ancestors are also showing them, taking the lead in this connection, leading them out of this karmic decision connection, helping them to be more self-disciplined for those that are caught in toxicity, not only being tied to this person for sexual reasons for some, very few, others it's because of family, money, old belief systems. For some are tied to this karmic because they're, some are doing magic on them. Some are because they were raised to not walk away. But that self-discipline, their ancestors are showing them differently. Number 9 card here, 18 breaks to a number 9. The psychic abilities are very strong with this person of yours. They're very gifted. The spirit and ancestors are working with them for them to embrace those gifts so that they can understand what they're seeing without self-medicating, without self-numbing, so that they really believe their intuition of what's being shown to them. So they will be a leader and move forward, take the lead. Their spirit guides are showing them. Sorry, I know before I said yours, but it's really their spirit guides we're speaking of. Smudging ceremony, yeah, spirit guides around them are telling them and guiding them to smudge, use sage, sit and meditate and listen to spirit guides, because you have to be still in order to hear the messages their spirit guides are giving them. And they need to answer the call. They're not listening. For some of them, they're too wrapped up in their own listening to this karmic do the right gossip, yell, scream. A lot of those karmics are screamers. I see a lot of red hair flying everywhere and yelling at this person. This for somebody or for very few. But answering the call, they can't when they're listening to that kind of energy. They can't, so they numb themselves so they don't have to listen to that screaming. But at the same time, they can't also hear spiritual messages coming through necessarily. So they need to answer the call. They need to be calm and meditate and be still with spirit to hear what spirit is telling them. Sorry. My phone. Okay, so the fairies that are around them. There's one sticking up. Let's take that one first. So 8, number 8 is that like 8 of cups, walking away and looking for the other 2, right? Do more research before proceeding. Yeah, so the fairies are telling them, research this situation, that it's not as bad as you think. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, and long-term projects. Also reminds me of answering the call, spirit saying, some of them, yes, and you as well, or you yourself, needs to answer the call in the sense of your spiritual purpose. So if you're waiting for this person to leave, this karmic spirit telling me in these 2 cards that you, divine counterpart, need to answer the call and step into your soul purpose. And while you're focused on your soul purpose, it will bring them magnetically to you. And compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. He's pretty handsome. I'd take him. I love the dog. He's beautiful. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Yes, everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. So yeah, if you just change jobs, know that it's a good company to work for. But others of you, everything's going your way. This karmic is going to be, they're going to close things out on their own. They're going to come to their own demise. Spirit's going to work in this situation in divine timing. If you're new to this journey, those of us that have been on the journey already know that, yeah, they're going to, they're going to end up, I hate to say shoot yourself in the foot, not literally, okay, I hope. But for others of you, I'm just going to say, because to me as a person, not channeled necessarily, but that we should be Spirit wants me to tell you to plant a tree for someone. Many of us, thank you Spirit, need to plant more low-lying fruit-bearing trees. Maybe like berry trees and other trees. So you're supposed to go plant a tree or a fruit-bearing tree / bush. But what I was going to say when Spirit interrupted me with that was to adopt a dog from a shelter, because there's a German Shepherd here and he needs a home. So whenever there's a dog in a card, I'm always drawn to remind people to rescue the animals that are homeless, that are going to be put to sleep and murdered because they're living in a shelter because someone else wasn't responsible. They didn't care. They didn't have unconditional love. They judged them for their breed. I know, Spirit's like, okay, I'm going to get off on my pedestal. Or you could adopt a bear if you'd like. These fell out. So I'm going to read them because they did fall out. All right. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Yes, know that you're going to, if you're new to this channel, then this journey is going to be heart-wrenching. It's going to make you stronger for sure, because you're going to have to go within. And the first thing you want to do when they say something or do something that triggers you, that starts whether you are heartbroken or mad or have an emotion other than unconditional love, anything other than love, then you need to go within and heal it so that you come out of it from a place of love. So know that, yes, it is, it's going to be a journey. If you're new to the journey, those of us that have been on the journey for some time, know that as soon as we're triggered, to just, you know what, thanks for sharing, release it, go meditate and heal what that crap is, right? Find where that's coming from. Even if you thought you healed it, maybe there's still some residue there of having to face it again in another form or another direction, and heal, release, and forgive yourself. And it's a cycle, it's a circle, rather. And release your ego, most of all. One of the first and foremost, our ego does make us stronger. Our ego can lead us away. Really, the death of, dark night of the soul is a lot like the death of the ego. But in essence, yes, some will say we need our ego to some extent because we want to be proud enough or to know our own worth as a high priestess. So is that not part ego, right? In a small sense. But otherwise, you need to let go of ego of worrying about how you look, how you walk, how you talk. Worrying about what other people say or think. Their opinion doesn't matter, because their opinion and what they say is a reflection of their low vibration, not of you. And same with us. If we speak of gossip, if we speak of negativity of someone, then that's a character flaw of our own. That's a low vibrational of our own that we need to face. It's not a reflection of that person. It's of how we see that person, because how we see them is a reflection of us and something that needs to be healed within us. So lose the ego and lose being judgmental for sure. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear or worry. So when they gossip about you, I come from a place of maybe not flattery, but you know what? At least they must think that you're that amazing to be talking about you, because out of all the things they could be talking about, they're talking about you. Whether it's good or bad, you're taking energy. They're using their time out of their life to speak of you. So that's not always a bad thing. If they're saying negative things, then that just shows their character and their worth. Balance, number 5, is all about change, again from spirit. Take everyone's input into consideration. Yeah, maybe, especially if it's constructive criticism. Merge that viewpoint to create a better solution, but take your time. There's no need to rush. Desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life decisions and moving on. And that's what your person is doing. They're working. Look at this. How perfect is that right there? Your person in the near future is working on how can they do just that. Pack their bags as this little fairy did and move down the road. And he's working in the near future on walking away from what he has with her or him. However it plays out. The goddesses around you. Whoops. Okay. They all flipped over, so I guess they're saying take them. All right. Peace. There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. And the undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation that it is in. So know this person loves you unconditionally, even if they are still putting their head on a pillow in their house. Okay, that's weird. I shuffled these and I just split from the middle, and yet it comes up the same one as earlier. Angel of Emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. And Goddess of Knowledge. Start to apply what you already know and trust your intuition. All right, so this is what I have for you from messages from the Karmic, or what's going on with the Karmic regarding your person, whether it's masculine or feminine, right? And how they feel about you, because they do truly love you. They are working on getting out of this situation to come to you. You are the one that they sleep about when they lay their head on their pillow at night. You're the one that they think of when they raise their head in the morning and look at the sun rise. You're the one that they look at in the mirror and that they hold up their cup to, and that they are sorry that they hurt you. So hold true to the journey. Don't give up. This is, remember the main message too was about, I know it's more about literal storms, but also metaphorically I still take it that things are still just energy, whether it's a real storm or otherwise, but that the winds, the current, right, the winds were changing, currents are turbulent, so energetically, whether that's literally or physically, or metaphorically rather, I take it that things are changing and turbulent, and things are very rapid. Like for all the years that I've been on my journey of enlightenment, not necessarily on the twin flame journey, actually that I fell into that almost, not even realize I was in it when I was already in my awakening state. So, but I've been in the awakening process since like 2004, 2005 maybe. But I've been gifted and I know my purpose since I was a child. So maybe you have also, maybe you just don't remember. But if you ask your spirit guides to remind you, if you remember things from childhood, things will come back to you. Because you were a starseed, you came here for a purpose when you reincarnated. So you probably also remember these things from childhood. You also probably had some inclination that you were a chosen one, that you were protected. And you've gone through such a struggle throughout your life to get you ready for this journey. So know that you are strong enough, regardless. And I hope that you do get missions soon, get your soul purpose. If you need any help or have any questions, feel free to email me, sacredspiritualhealer@gmail.com. Namaste.